And I quote, "New Joker series embraces the horror vibe of James Tynion IV's creator-owned titles." Hit the like button while the intro plays. Let's talk about it. All right, so I was kind of scrolling through the comic book news, checking out what else was going on in the industry, and I came across this headline, and I thought, well, Joker, incredible. James Tynion, great. Horror mixed with Joker, mixed with James Tynion IV's vibe. Oh, it's about to be good. So, clicked on the link. I thought, let's talk about the reveal and kind of some of the information behind this new Joker series. So the premise of this is, what does the Joker do on his days off? And I must also notate this came from Newsrama, or aka Games Radar now, written by Kat Kalamia. So this book comes out next week, March 9th. So from the time of recording this, we're about 1 full week away. And this is a very interesting interview and article to me. Because again, huge fans of James Tynion IV as well as the Joker. And the concept of this being written in a horror style is just really intriguing to me, we'll say. So here it is. Here's some information that James Tynion IV gave throughout the course of this interview, and definitely still go read it. I'll link it down below. So James Tynion IV talks about how Jim Gordon, primarily this book is going to be told from his point of view. He is going to be kind of like the co-lead of the book, we'll say. And the point of this was the fact that he said if he's going to be telling a Joker story without Batman being right up front, right in the face, the Joker kind of needs the protagonist, if you will, somebody there to react against, because he describes Joker as being essentially the opposite of whatever he's against. So a Batman, he's the exact opposite, etc. So it's a very interesting concept that he chose Jim Gordon, and he says he did so based on the emotion he can draw from Jim Gordon and write about in the book. And he also mentioned that he hadn't had much of an opportunity to really play with Jim Gordon as a character, so he's taken this as an opportunity to do so. One of the next questions was, how was Joker affected at the end of the Joker's War? And James Tynion said he's basically kind of taken a step back, letting chaos run. And one of the big questions people ask is, well, where does Joker go when, he's not in Arkham, he's not out causing chaos, he's not doing these things. So where does he go? How does he hide from Batman? And that is going to be one of the questions, or one of the scenarios James Tynion IV addresses in this new ongoing. So then they ask, who does Joker interact with throughout the book? Some of the other villains, and he didn't really go into detail, obviously, because there would be too many spoilers. But he did mention there's going to be a big international crime underworld that exists outside of the United States, and so, that's going to be an interaction there. I don't know if that necessarily interests me. I don't really care about international crime syndicates or whatever. Just really want to focus on Gotham, right? I mean, that's why you want the Joker, for Gotham. So that's an interesting thought there. He also gives some insight to Punchline here, and the concept that, people think she's in jail, but there's still some thoughts that this character is going to continue to be developed, and he absolutely confirms that Punchline basically is going to be in the backup stories of every issue of Joker, that Punchline is going to continue to develop, but not in a way similar to Harley Quinn, where Harley Quinn kind of became that anti-hero. So that's very interesting. But he says she is going to remain a very dangerous figure in the Gotham mythos. And we're going to see her step up in a few key ways over the next year, being a villain in her own right, not specifically to stand at Joker's side. So that's very interesting there. Punchline obviously being one of the big hot books this year. I'm sorry, her first appearance last year being a big hot book. So interesting. And they continue up talking about it being a global adventure. And again, I'm not really into seeing Joker and Jim Gordon in somewhere like Central America, Belize, wherever. He says that they're going to be in some Caribbean islands. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, when I think of Joker, when I think of Batman, I really want Gotham, or if it's Justice League, then maybe one of the other Central Star City, Central Metropolis, something like that. Heck, I'd rather even see him in outer space because it just makes sense to me. What real purpose does the Joker have in Central America or a random island? It just seems strange to me. Obviously, that's the questions he's going to be answering. But I think that's weird. I mean, the concept of a horror Joker book in Central America or in Paradise Island type, kind of weird. So let me know what you guys think. I mean, I was expecting a little more as I dug deeper into this article, that we were going to get some really awesome horror information, that James Tynion was just going to be ripping up babies and destroying people in the Joker book. Obviously, that's not going to happen. But that's kind of what I was hoping for, right? Maybe a something's killing the children vibe, and I'm sure we'll still get that. But we didn't get much else information than what I expected. And if anything, I went at the beginning of this article from super pumped that we're getting a new horror Joker story to now Joker's just traveling around the world, and it's, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Am I kind of being unreasonable, just wanting the fan service of Joker in Gotham? Maybe, maybe not. I'll still read it, see how it goes. I've never been disappointed by anything really James Tynion's done, but we'll see. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. Subscribe if you have not already, guys. You are the absolute best part of Two Brothers Comics. And as always, collect your way.